Please subscribe, and you can download this code from description below. Using the Google Python client with Google Cloud Endpoints is a powerful way to develop, deploy, and manage RESTful APIs on Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud Endpoints allows you to build, deploy, and manage APIs on Google Cloud using the popular Python programming language. In this tutorial, we'll guide you through the process of setting up and using the Google Python client with Google Cloud Endpoints. Before you get started, you'll need the following prerequisites. To get started with Google Cloud Endpoints, you'll need to create an API. Follow these steps. To use the Google Python client, you need to generate the OpenAPI specification for your API. This specification is used to generate client libraries for different programming languages, including Python. Here's how you can generate it. The Google Python client makes it easy to interact with Google Cloud Endpoints. To install it, use pip. Next, you'll need to create a service account and set up authentication. This is a crucial step to authorize your application to access the API. You can follow Google's official documentation to set up authentication for your Python application. Once you have the OpenAPI specification and have configured the Python client, you can start using it to access your API. You'll first need to generate client code from the OpenAPI specification. You can now use the API object to make requests to your API. Here's an example of how to make a simple request. Remember to replace endpoint_name and method_name with the actual endpoint and method names from your API. In this tutorial, we've covered the steps to use the Google Python client with Google Cloud Endpoints. You've learned how to create a Google Cloud Endpoints API, generate the OpenAPI specification, install and configure the Google Python client, and make requests to your API. This powerful combination allows you to build and consume APIs on Google Cloud Platform using Python. ChatGPT. Google Cloud Endpoints is a framework for building, deploying, and managing API services on Google Cloud. It allows you to create and deploy APIs with a variety of backend services, including Python. The Google Python client library can be used to interact with these APIs. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the steps to use the Google Python client library in a Google Cloud Endpoints project, complete with code examples. Before you begin, make sure you have the following prerequisites in place. First, you need to create a Google Cloud Endpoints API. Follow these steps. Go to the Google Cloud Console, https://console.cloud.google.com. Select your project or create a new one. Enable the Cloud Endpoints API. Create a new API using the Endpoints Frameworks option. Define your API's configuration using an OpenAPI spec or manually in the Cloud Console. You can specify your API methods, their request and response types, and other settings. Deploy your API. To interact with your Google Cloud Endpoints API using Python, you need to install the Google Python client library. Once installed, you can import the necessary modules in your Python code. To use the Google Python client library, you need to create a service object that represents your API. This object will allow you to make requests to your API. Replace your _API_name and your _API_version with the actual values from your API configuration. With the service object in place, you can now make requests to your API. Here's an example of how to call a method from your API. Make sure to replace your method name with the actual method name you want to call and provide the appropriate request parameters in the request_body. You can handle the response from your API call according to your application's requirements. The response is typically in JSON format, and you can access the data as follows. In this tutorial, you learned how to use the Google Python client library to interact with the Google Cloud Endpoints API. You set up the necessary prerequisites, installed the client library, created a service object, made API requests, and handled the responses. You can now integrate Google Cloud Endpoints into your Python applications with ease. ChatGPT.